Episode 18. Are we ever ready for children? The fact is, wrote the celebrated Dr. Benjamin Spock, that child-rearing is a long, hard job. The rewards are not always immediately obvious, the work is undervalued, and parents are just as human and almost as vulnerable as their children. He paints a rosy picture. When I was a kid, Dr. Spock was parents' go-to resource for parenting. I remember seeing his books lining my own parents' bookshelves. At the time, of course, I had little sense of what parenting was really all about. Nursing, burping, feeding, making sure nobody drowned or burned themselves. Pretty straightforward. Now in my 40s, I've had occasion to think about it more in earnest, and to consider the possibility that I too may someday be a parent. But two things consistently derail me. As Dr. Spock himself confesses, raising a child is time-consuming. It's difficult. It's unpredictable. I mean, you're nurturing life, for Christ's sake. That's no small thing. To nurture life requires devoting one's own life to nurturing. It is a soulful endeavor. You cannot be successful if your interest is superficial. And so I asked myself, Jeff, what does that mean for the rest of your life? What about all my hopes and dreams of becoming an impactful writer and exploring causes of faith and justice that are close to my heart? How do I nurture myself while I'm nurturing a child? Can a soul be split so many ways and still be healthy, be happy? Number two, despite what others may say, I have no great confidence that I would be a good parent. While Dr. Spock pulls no punches about how difficult parenting can be, he also gives parents a modicum of grace, which is encouraging. Don't worry about trying to do a perfect job, he said. There is no perfect job. There is no one way of raising your children. In part, I imagine, because every child's different. Still, with my perpetual fear of failure, I worry I would worry my way into manifesting failure. What if the child drowns while burning? What if I forget to pack their school lunch and they starve to death while being mocked by relentless peers who have neither heart nor soul because they had no one to nurture them? I'm being dramatic, of course. And I don't honestly think that these concerns are unique to me, but they do give me serious pause. Aren't most parents to be meant to know on some fundamental, visceral level that they want children? Maybe that they even need children. Isn't for them the act of nurturing a child a soul-filling vocation? So that they're not thinking about losing the capacity to nurture themselves, but that they are nurtured in their nurturing. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. Maybe there is no light bulb moment when all the right circuits connect and sense is made of something once nonsensical. But that's the rub, isn't it? There simply cannot be overthinking this. We're talking about human life, existence. That's the ultimate in value, in worth, and potential. I cannot shrug away doubt. As I record this, I suppose I've talked myself into a realization. To punctuate it, another witticism from the great Dr. Spock. In automobile terms, the child supplies the power, but the parents have to do the steering. So I guess I just want to know, how good a driver am I?